Right, so today we're changing the locks. What I've done, I bought these brand new door handles because I got fed up of trying to fix the locks from Heritage Parts. However, because I've had to buy two separate ones, that means two separate sets of keys, which I don't want to have all loads of keys. So I have this new set of locks here with matching keys, which we're going to fit into the handles. All we need to do this is a hammer and this. I bought this small little, I don't know if you can see it, 2mm punch just to knock the roll pins out, and then hopefully, well, I'm either going to fit these new barrels or I'm going to change the whatever these are that set the key, and then we'll just fit them into these barrels, and then everything should match. Right, so to change the locks, first thing we need to do is knock this little roll pin out here, which is what I call the pin punch. And we take this cover off here. Now the main thing to remember is that you need, when you take the lock out, to keep the key in. And then this spring here is the bit that's the tricky bit when we come to put it back together. So we pull that out and the spring releases. Now what I've found is it's hard to get into this spring here, so actually if we knock this part, this roll pin out, it gives us a better access. Just take that off, move the roll pin, take that washer off. It just allows us to get into there better. Again, before we start, we just make sure the key's in so that none of the settings come out. Put that in, and now the really tricky part. So you catch that spring in there, and then you need to bring this spring all the way around to there. And I've found an old key helps, mostly because it bends your nails. So once that spring's on, cover back over it, make sure it's all on right. And then to get the roll pin back in, what I find is if you put the pin punch all the way through, take that key out now, it just sets everything in line. And then as we gently lower it in, and then as we tap the roll pin back in, it knocks the pin punch out of the way. Once we're in line, then all we need to do is put this bit back together. So we put the washer on, line it up, and as you can see it doesn't go on. Key in, turn it out of the way, and it drops straight on. And then we just need to knock that roll pin back in again, which is always super fiddly when you've got key in, check it's working. And now it's time to go and install both of these, which have changed both the locks, onto the van. So all we need to do now is fit the new locks. It's just a matter of take these two screws off here, the handle is a bit fiddly to get off, just have to give it a twist. Then the new handle goes on. And what I find is if all these seals aren't perfect, the screws don't line up. So we just took them all in. And with some much struggling, we've got a fully functioning door handle.